Hey folks, I just wanted to do a quick stream for y'all today to show off one of the coolest games that came out a couple years ago. Again, one of these very critically acclaimed games. So it's What Remains of Edith Finch. I know it sounds boring. It sounds like you're reading like Who Killed a Mockingbird or whatever. Like it sounds like it's a boring, girly game. It's not. It's great. It's very well paced. It's a bunch of little tiny stories, a bunch of little vignettes. You can see all of these are the vignettes for the whole family here of a cursed family. And I wanted to just kind of skip ahead and show you one of the later chapters, just to hopefully sell you on the game, because it's very good. It's a very good game. Oh, it's loading. Okay, so it's loading now. So this is Lewis's chapter. Lewis is the main character you're playing as in the game, his brother. Like the whole time you're wandering through a house and you're picking up like books and diary things. Okay. Oh, here I am. So, things need to load. That's not very pretty. Look at that. Look at that beautiful oh, there you go. Hey, okay. So you can see this is Lewis's room. He's a very cool
Lewis's
guy.
room smelled very familiar.
You know what I'm saying?
That part of him lived on.
Oh, yeah. Never goes away. See, he's got a hookah, video games. Look at, oh my goodness, what is this guy doing? All these crazy posters. Look at that. What a stoner. So you can, the whole world of the game involves you just wandering around her house and going through her different family members' rooms. And eventually you find their journals, and that plays a story vignette. And I want to show you why these vignettes are so cool. So yeah, this is a cool, real cozy room. I mean, Lewis is obviously a cool guy. Look at his rig, real cool. Look at that. What is that, medicine? No. Yeah, he's got a couple pill bottles, a can of soda, Mountain Dew. And you see in this game, actually, there's so many details I can focus on. Every book has a little name. And I won't go in too much into detail. Oh, here we go. What you got to say about this? Wonderland. Wonderland. Oh, come on.
Lewis and I spend a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah, as do I. You know, it's a plate. We all have that plate. Oh, so you can see he's got a high school diploma. Anyway, Lewis is an all-around a good guy. He is a good guy. So why don't we go ahead and start this story of his worker's journey in the cannery. So here's some kind of letter we can read. So as you read the letter, things start to happen. Keep in mind this is a later level, so if you seem interested in the game, I would stop here, play the
Dear
game.
Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's
Don't watch any further because this is
I
one
can
of
understand
a
your
really
desire
cool
for an
level.
explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
So here we go. His job is to chop heads.
He kept working at the cannery.
Isn't this fun, guys?
But
See
he
what I
withdrew
mean?
part of himself.
See why I love this level so
In our
much?
sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Oops, missed it. Yeah.
His
So
mind
satisfying.
began to
Here we go.
wander.
So if you
I
can't see
asked
right
him
now,
to
but I'm
describe
controlling the little thought cloud here.
He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
Bats, huh? Oh! Ah.
And toads.
Toads! Gross! So look at this. You can see it starts to get a little more complicated. Oh god, I'm starting to tie all that up. Alright, so you can see it starts to get a little more complicated. So Lewis, you can see, is a daydreamer. A real daydreamer.
Things that have not names.
Oh, it doesn't have
He
a
knew
name.
it was all in his head.
Oh, look at that. Chop! Aha! See?
He took it very
World
seriously.
interactivity. So you can see that things are getting a little hard to see. We gotta chop some fish. Ooh. There we go.
I had hoped he'd find himself.
Now, I was always afraid in this that like I could chop my own hand off, but they never actually let you do that. Look at that, the graphics are starting to improve. How odd. What's gonna happen? What's going on?
But he found something more.
There we go. So the game is shifting a little bit. You can see the graphics are getting a little better. Interesting. What's going on here? Must be pretty nice to work at this cannery.
I spoke with his boss, but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
I barely have any fish to fucking chop.
Like a whole new Lewis.
A whole new Lewis.
So I let him go on.
Keep going. Yeah, it's got a little bigger here.
I even encouraged him.
So
it seemed very promising at first.
All of Edith Finch's family members is that they all
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Let's see what happens with Lewis.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia.
Lewis-topia! Let's clear that bridge. There we go, look at that. Interactivity, world.
He built the city up slowly,
building.
brick by brick.
There we go. Now, Lewis
And he
has
made
got
musicians.
quite a little world built for himself here. I'm just gonna shut up. Dance to it.
And songs for them to play.
Hey,
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
Chopping heads.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Right.
So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Doesn't end here, folks.
And he won.
Lewis-topia.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
I love these names. Watch.
New Louisville.
New Louisville.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality.
This is my favorite. Next one.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh boy.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Mom. Please, Lewis. Get out of your head, boy. We need you back home.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
My handsome queen.
handsome queen.
Choose your own adventure. Look at that. World building. Starting to get a little
The queen
trippy.
was on her own quest for
Well, queen. Probably looking for
sinister serpents.
Yeah. Oh my god. Rainbow-shaped serpents.
He followed the sound of her Silver Harp.
Silver Harp. I hope you guys are liking this. Let me just tell you, I know this doesn't look visually appealing right now. It gets better. It gets better. It gets better, folks.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Ah, Westeros.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Whoa, look at these graphics, man.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This is definitely the best mission. I got chills playing it. And I'm controlling both, by the way. I'm not just
But he was
playing.
so proud of having created it.
Analog stick is controlling the dude. Oh, my legs. My legs. Here we go.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Lewis. Not for dead. Lewis.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Pressing.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Whoa! Okay, that was a glitch. Whoa. The graphics got so good. Oh no, this is supposed to be Lewis as well. So, here we go. Pack up my things. Go home. Maybe I'll stay at the cannery one more hour. Chop a couple more heads. Oh, there's Lewis's locker. Look at his locker. This guy's awesome, man. Look at, he's got the Wii U. That guy's legit. Look at that trippy poster. Legalize it,
began to forget the world we know.
There you go.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
There you go.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Lewis Finch. He's half Indian, that's why he's kind of darker skinned. Dude, killing fish, man.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
There we go, folks.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Now I'm not even chopping heads anymore.
Including a wise Californian who insisted on advising him.
My favorite. So happy. Wow. Look at all these friends. I'm king. Your humble king rises.
His queen
King
waited,
Lewis.
holding his crown.
Where is my queen? Life is good. Life is good in Louisville.
Bent down his head.
Gotta put on my crown. What's wrong with that? Lewis for you, folks.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
And that's the tale of Lewis,
My brother
folks.
was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
It's a shame. That's it, folks. Have a good night.